Number 7, remove ambiguity. So we talked a lot. There's a bunch of different tactics we've talked about. This is what makes it a workflow. So do a dry run of that like very refined co-selling motion, that ideal co-selling motion you have in your mind. And then think of all the people that have to be involved in that co-selling motion. And then ask yourself, do they have everything they need to operate and keep this moving? Supernodes are really good at removing ambiguity. They've seen all the pitfalls and they have a process for that. Chances are you haven't seen the pitfalls yet, but you can do a little mental modeling and figure out maybe some more predictable ones. Every single time someone in the chain has to stop and ask you or your counterpart at your partner, what do I do next? Who gets credit for this deal? Where do I send it? What am I allowed to do? Who am I allowed to talk to? It's just going to bog down the wheels of your co-selling motion. And then people are going to jump off and they're going to just participate in their normal selling motions. You need to make it as easy as possible by removing all ambiguity.
Exactly. So this is the now what. So you did all of this work so far. So now when you have that overlap, what happens? What does your entire team do? Let's go back to that Slack channel example. So if you create a shared Slack channel between your partner, yourself, and your respective sales teams, or a few evangelists on your sales teams, put some instructions in that Slack channel for the process. When a new overlap is found, how soon should your sales rep reach out to your partner sales rep and vice versa? What's expected of both sales reps? Do your sales reps have the questions they should be asking for these kinds of things? This is one of the questions on the slide there. Create alerts so that those overlaps happen, and then you get an alert in Slack instantly and your whole team can act on it. Put templates in the Slack channel, in an internal resource hub, or just Google Drive so that your sales team has copy they can use to reach out to that partner or to reach out to a customer that they're looking to introduce your partner into. Just make it easy for them and remove that ambiguity.
So remember, we talked about getting buy-in from your partners, codifying the ideal relationship, the ideal partnership. This is why, right? So when you set up these workflows, these things that your team needs, you know what they're in service to. But if you never get that foundation that we talked about in tip 1, this becomes a lot harder. So that gets us talking to the right order of operations here.